Oh, you scratched your knee. You're okay. Oh, hello. Hello. Welcome home. I am back home now from our vacation, and this is my How I Deal with Winter series. I hate winter. I hate it. I hate the snow. I hate the cold. I hate everything about it. But I live in one of the snowiest places in Newfoundland. So I'm going to show you the ways that I deal with it. Granted, I don't deal with it very well, but these are the ways I try to deal with it. One of the ways is comfort food. Yes, I know everybody has their New Year's resolutions to eat better and eat healthy and work out and stuff. My New Year's resolutions are always eat more butter, fat, cheese, and find something to binge watch, because that's the only way I can deal. So I'm going to show you how I make my creamy chicken stew, which is one of the best comfort foods next to mac and cheese, because let's get serious, mac and cheese is the ultimate comfort food. Okay, so to make my creamy chicken stew, obviously you need chicken. Some people prefer chicken breasts. I prefer chicken thighs with the skin on, but you can use whatever you want. And as long as you have a root vegetable, that's pretty much all you need. But I have potatoes, turnip, and carrot. But if you just want to use potatoes or just carrot or just parsnip, or parsnip would be really good, but not too much because it would get too sweet. But yeah, and I happen to have mushrooms, so I'm going to use mushrooms, but it's really whatever you like. A lot of people put celery, but I don't really like celery, but I use celery salt. So, you get your chicken, your vegetables, you need some butter, some olive oil, some salt and pepper, garlic for everything, celery salt, whipping cream. Sometimes I will use a creamed soup, whether it's creamed mushroom or cream of celery or cream of something instead, which works just fine. But I actually have whipping cream, so that's what I'm going to use. And chicken stock. You also need flour or cornstarch, whichever. You can totally make this gluten-free by using cornstarch instead of flour. Yeah, so I'm actually going to use flour just because I'm going to make dumplings as well, and obviously they're not going to be gluten-free. Today I have made them gluten-free, but today I don't have the stuff, so I'm going to go with what I have. Make this in like a deep frying pan, or you can make it in like a stock pot. I'm probably going to use the stock pot method. Stock pot? Is that how you say it? Anyway, it's a cast iron Dutch oven type pot. It's too big for this, but I'm going to use it anyway just because it has a nice cover on it, and that's what I'm going to use. Explanation done. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to put a bit of olive oil and butter in the bottom and saute the chicken so that the skin gets a little crispy. And kind of, I won't cook it all the way through because it's going to simmer a while and cook all the way through after, but that's what I'm going to do first. Okay, so I'm putting in a little bit of olive oil. I also forgot to mention an onion. I'm going to put an onion and saute that in first with the chicken, just to, yeah, I forgot. Onion. You can probably use onion powder if you prefer, if you don't want chunks of onion, but I don't mind onion, so I'm going to use onion. And good old Scotts Burns butter. If you know me at all, butter is life. If I gave up cheese and butter, I bet you I'd lose 50 pounds. But I don't know if it's really worth it to live without cheese and butter. What's the point of living? Okay, so I've got chicken thighs, and I prefer dark meat, and there's like that extra little flap of skin on there. I'm actually going to leave that on right now. I might cut it off when I put it in the stew, but I'm just going to leave it on right now. I'm going to put it skin side down just to brown it up. Now, having said that, the way I'm cooking this in this pot, you could totally just throw all this in the slow cooker and just be done with it, which I have done. You just gotta throw in the potatoes last because they do faster. But, you know, that when I use the canned cream soups, yeah, Wow, that's loud. Throw it all in the slow cooker. But right now, I got time, so I'm going to do it this way. So, I gotta chop up that onion, and I'm going to throw that in with that. Now that I'm completely emotional. Whew. Okay, so, oh dear. Throwing in some garlic, because that's going to make everything better. Oh. I love garlic. Keep adding garlic. And salt and pepper. Put you down. Pepper. Salt. Let's flip her around. Oh, not quite ready to flip. Let's just leave that for a second. Alright, so I'm going to leave that for a second. It's not quite ready to flip, and I'm going to make a coffee. So, yeah, I'd like to know how everybody deals with winter, because not everybody is a fan. I live in a town where most people are fans of winter. Most people are skiers, or snowshoers, or cross-country skiers. I ain't none of those things. I'm an inside kind of girl. I live in a beautiful place, but I hate winter. So yeah, let's check on this chicken, shall we? Check this out. We're in a cooking show. All right. Let's turn these suckers over. Oh yeah. So I didn't realize this, but when you put butter in with the oil, it keeps the oil from burning. So, see? Another good idea to use butter. Sorry, you're getting all steamed up there. I know. It's easy to get steamed up when you're listening to my voice. So I have you propped up on my microwave handle, in case you're wondering how I was getting that wicked chicken frying angle. I just put the lid on to let that cook a little bit. And yeah, I already peeled and cut the turnip and potato, and I had mini carrots because that's what I had on hand, because that's what my kids like, and sliced up the mushrooms. So I have everything ready to throw in, which is convenient to do. I know it's like doing a video, so I wanted to prep everything, but it really does make life easier, especially if you're cooking with kids. Have everything prepped beforehand if you're baking or whatever, and then you just throw everything in. Little tip from me to you. I know you probably already knew that. Anyway, never mind. Back to chicken. Alright, so now that you're properly steamed up and hot and bothered, I'm going to take the chicken out. It's not totally cooked yet, but it's going back in, so that's fine. I'm just getting the... I'm going to turn it down a bit. It's just so that the skin is crisped up a little bit, and so forth. Like, look how pretty that is. That is one pretty thigh. Alright, so I'm going to throw in a teensy more bit of butter, because more butter is better. And it would be great if I had some white wine to put in here, but we're kind of dry at the moment. We had our friend New Year's Eve. That's a lot of butter. Forget. With New Year's Eve with our friends, which we did when we got home from our trip, and all the wine is gone. So I'm going to let that kind of melt down, and I'm going to throw in a couple tablespoons of flour to kind of make a roux. I'm trying to get all the bits off the bottom. A little bit of water might do it, although I would prefer to do it with white wine. Whatever. Alright, I might put a teensy bit of water. If I find something to put it in. There we go. Alright, so this this was a wedding favorite at my wedding. I use it for the kids' drinks now. So a little bit of water, just to loosen up those bits on the bottom. And there you go, getting all steamy again. Woohoo! Welcome back. Alright, so I'm going to throw in a couple tablespoons of flour. You can also tell winter makes me weird, actually. Who am I kidding? I'm always weird. A little bit of flour. Like I said, you could use cornstarch, and if you used cornstarch, you'd use half as much. Right now I'm just using two tablespoons-ish. Giving that a little go. Alright, so I'm gonna use a little bit of the chicken stock. I'm gonna guess a cup or two. Let me think. What would work? I'm gonna try a cup first. Okay, well, it's maybe a cup and a half. And the cream. So I'd say if we use a cup of each, that would work. That's all I had left in there, so that worked out. So I'm gonna turn the heat back up a little bit. I'm gonna throw in my turnip. I'll drain out the water first. I had it in water so that it wouldn't. So turnip and potatoes. Drain that off. And carrots, they weren't in water. And mushroom. And if you want to put parsley or celery or whatever, I am going to put green peas in it once it's done, but the green peas are frozen, so that's not going to take very long. So I just got to let the vegetables cook a bit. So I'm going to turn that up to like medium high, not high, but it's like between 6 and 7 on my stove. I don't know how your stove reads, but anyway, and I'm going to let the veggies cook, and I almost forgot celery salt. This is a new pack. Okay, packaging on spices all of a sudden is childproof. Because you don't want your kids getting into your celery salt. Ah, oh great. Okay, you're not seeing this. Ah, okay. Alright, good, there's no film over it. Alright, so celery salt, go, you know, fairly liberal. Unless you're using actual celery, then, you know, judge yourself accordingly. I would probably still use a little celery salt. I put celery salt in pretty much everything. It's great in scalloped potatoes, mac and cheese, that kind of stuff. And I'm gonna let this sucker cook until the carrots are a little bit soft. The potatoes will cook faster, but so I'd have it on like a medium high heat. Because of the cream in it, it has a tendency to stick on or burn, because cream burns. So that's why I don't have it on very high. And I gotta check on it and stir it, but you know, it's fine. It's gonna cook. And I'm gonna drink my coffee. And Violet is watching YouTube videos. Yeah, that's how I'm rolling. And I don't care. If you'll notice, some of my decor from Christmas is still up. It is now winter decor. And that's another way I deal with the dreariness of winter. We'll do a separate video on that. Yeah. My winter decor tour once I get my house cleaned up. Yeah, I know. It'll never happen. I'm gonna try though. I'm making creamy chicken stew. I'm all about the comfort food lately since I've been home. Looks good. Anyway, I've got my camera kind of propped up on my microwave and it keeps getting fogged up. So, yeah, I just put the chicken back in and I'm gonna let that simmer on low medium for a little while. And I'm actually going to make dumplings, but I'm gonna do them in a kind of a cheat way that I've never done before, so I don't know if it's gonna work. We're gonna try it. So I'm gonna let that simmer for a bit so that the rest of the chicken cooks and the carrot and turnip cook, because the potatoes are pretty cooked. And so what I'm gonna do for the dumplings, which I'm just gonna totally try this and see, it might fail miserably, is this buttermilk biscuit mix that you just add water to and bake. I'm gonna just add water to it and put it in and hope it turns into dumplings. I've done it with Bisquick before, so I'm sure it would do the same thing. I don't know, I'm gonna try it. I got that at the Dollarama of all places. So they're actually good. I made them, like baked them, but we're gonna see if they make dumplings. Who knows? But if there's a shortcut to something, I'm gonna find out if it works. Okay, so my kids Henry just got home from school, so I had to take a little break of the cooking filming thing. So I had to get him off the bus and stuff. But anyway, the stew part is done. It's been done for a while, but I'm just gonna bring it back up to a simmer now so I can add the dumplings. I'm just gonna cross my fingers and hope this works. So like I said, I'm gonna use this and see what happens. So I got my pretty enamel bowl, and it just says to add water. How much water? Need half a cup of water. So I'm just gonna put this in, add the half cup of water, mix it up, and drop it in the pot. I'm sure this is super easy to use with regular biscuit too. But why do more than one step when you don't have to? Half a cup of water. All right, let's cross my fingers. See if this works. You hurt yourself? How did you hurt yourself? And it worked. Look, it worked. I'm gonna steam you up again. Let me see if I can protect it. There we go. See, the dumplings worked. Yay! There we go. So yeah, the dumplings worked. I'm gonna turn this off now and take it up and eat it. Oh, I forgot the peas. Oh no, the peas. Can't believe I forgot the peas, and they're falling all over the place. Okay. I'll pick them up. Okay. I know. I'll clean them up. Actually, it won't matter because my husband doesn't really like peas, and I do this anyway. My kids love peas. All right. So anyway, I'm just going to turn that off, and the peas will cook in there with the... But normally I would have put the peas in before the dumplings. Whatever. All right, so now I have to wait for those to cook before I can take it up and eat it. Oh well, it's gotta be something, right? Okay, so there we are, finally done. If I had some parsley, I would sprinkle over the top, but I don't. Thyme would also be really good in this, but I don't have any of that. So that's it. Time to eat. And there we have it. We have chicken and dumplings. Yumminess. With chicken thighs and cheat dumplings. And could you get any more comfort food? Yum. So I hope you enjoy my little creamy chicken stew recipe. It's really easy. And like I said, you could throw it all in the crock pot for that matter and not even bother browning the chicken. You can use chicken breasts, use chicken thighs, skin, skinless, whatever you want. And same with the vegetables. It's very easy to do. And now the kids are playing video games and I'm gonna eat this. It's hot as hell, but it's awesome. The dumpling trick totally worked. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next one. And I hope you're having a great day and not as miserable as I am on this January miserable cold day. Thanks for watching. Bye.